Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob Sutton with Bike 198. So as long as I can remember, my head feels like it's been stuck in a vise and cranked down after hard weekend rides. The calm before the storm is great. I pack up my gear, I head out to get something to eat with friends, and everything seems fine. Once I finally get home about 2 hours later, a splitting headache and migraine steps in and takes over the rest of my day. About the only thing I really want to do is lay on the couch and close my eyes as it feels like my head is caving in. So finally, I started to take a look around online and asking doctors to see what the experts had to say about what is actually going on and how I might be able to prevent it. So what I'm calling a riding headache is actually more commonly known as an exercise headache, which could be caused by a lot of different things while you're out on the trail. Oftentimes, the headache occurs after riding, and you can even be known to start affecting you while you're out on the trail. So these headaches are typically described as throbbing headaches that occur during or after strenuous exercise, and it can affect both sides of the head in most cases. So according to WebMD, when you exercise or exert yourself physically, the muscles of your head, neck, and scalp need more blood to circulate. This causes the blood vessels to swell, which can also lead to a condition called exertional headaches. These headaches are most commonly found in people like joggers, cyclists, and other sports where you could be out for hours at a time and really put a lot of stress on your body. While these can occur in isolation, they are most common in people who have inherited susceptibility to migraines, which is my case as well. It has been found that most exertional headaches are benign and usually respond to usual headache treatments, so I normally will use something like Excedrin to try to get rid of mine, but some exertional headaches have been particularly responsive to some prescription anti-inflammatories as well. So what can you do to prevent these headaches? Unfortunately, the answer is not too great. There's not much you really can do. Through all my research I did through talking to doctors, WebMD, running magazines, and just about everywhere else you could dig, if you do have a history of migraines, this might just be something that you are really going to have to deal with throughout your life, and you really just try to prevent it as much as possible. However, if you are starting to see a lot of headaches and you are not prone to migraines, the simple answer is you might just be dehydrated. Howard Lewine, a clinical instructor of medicine at Harvard Med, as well as several other places, explained that the pain from water deprivation headache might occur in the front or the back or just one side of the head, or it could be felt throughout the entire head. If you start bending your head down and around and the headache seems to move throughout your head, you could just be dehydrated and need more water. The weird thing is it's not precisely known how dehydration causes headaches. So according to some experts, it's a byproduct of the body's effort to maintain adequate fluid levels. The blood vessels start to narrow, reducing the brain supply of oxygen and blood. And according to Lewine, the brain can't feel pain, so the headache discomfort may result in the pain receptors firing off in the surrounding areas of the brain. So what's the trick here? Obviously, it's drink enough water. The problem is, and I've been really guilty of this myself, is sometimes you think you packed your 100 ounces of water, you're ready to go out for your ride. But what you don't realize is by the time that your body feels thirsty or you feel your energy level to start to go down, you're really in the red. And what you need to do is actually properly hydrate before your ride. So a lot of times now I'll put a lot of water in my truck as I'm on the way to the ride, so I'm a little bit overhydrated when I actually start the ride. Then everything that I bring with me is to maintain that hydration level throughout the ride, so I'm not digging out of a hole trying to catch up. And a lot of times maybe when I get home in that 2 hour span after I get home from the ride, I'm actually just dehydrated. And while I think I drank a lot of water on the way home and during the ride, I still have not caught up to what the level is that I need throughout my body for it to feel comfortable. And then while dehydration is a very common cause of headaches, there are other factors that might be adding to it as well. Specifically in the summer months, if you're out in direct sunlight for prolonged periods of time, if you're doing some kind of overexertion that your body's not used to, say like sprints, longer distances, anything that's out of your normal variables of your ride, that could be contributing to it. Then there's the obvious one of nutrition. It is why we carry food on these longer rides, or improper breathing. As you get tired, you tend to not breathe correctly. So focusing on breathing while you're on the ride can really help out with that. And then there's also simple things like just making sure that your helmet fits really well. If you have any pressure points on your head with your helmet, it definitely will make any of these situations even worse. So for me, it looks like I'm really going to have to make sure I have helmets that fit really well. I'm going to hydrate a lot before my rides and try to find ways to make it so that I don't have these headaches after rides. So guys, I want to hear what you think down in the comment section below. Is this something that you suffer with? What do you actually do to try to make it so that you don't have these headaches during and after rides? Let's try to get as many ideas as we can down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to Bike 198 for more videos like this in the future. And until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see ya.